Today's the day. Dinner is going to become dinner. All right, y'all, here's the deal. Yes, I have a knife. There is a chicken, a rooster, that I named Dinner a long time ago because, well, I don't like him. He's mean. He's mean to the other chickens, and he's mean to me, and he's recently started flogging me frequently. He doesn't have any spurs yet, so it doesn't exactly hurt, but I'm not dealing with it anymore. Today's the day. Dinner is going to become dinner, all right? That's why the knife's in the hand. So follow along because I have never done this before. I have zero clue what I'm doing, and we're going to do it on video because why not? Now note, I will not be killing the rooster on video. That's not allowed. Can't do that. I can't actually dispatch, cull, all those words that are flag words and now probably put on some list. I can't actually do any of those things on camera. However, I will show you everything that I can. Here we go. All right, so this is behind our little barn, and I butcher rabbits back here is what I usually do back here. So I already have a few things back here that I'm gonna need, but what my dispatching unit for my rabbits didn't work so hot, so I have a hopper popper that needs to be installed later. But for now, we're going to use the same screws, same screw holes to hang our chicken cone. There. All right. Now, where does the other one go? The other hole. Not the right screws, not the right height, not the right anything, and I don't care. That'll work. Next step is to actually catch the stupid rooster, which could prove to be a chore. But I think he's down at the chicken house. So let's go see if we can find him. Also, before I catch the rooster, maybe I should try to catch the rooster first. I mean, if I have to keep him locked up in a cage for a few minutes, that's fine. But I'm going to need to set up other things, like my pot of boiling water and all that good stuff. But he's also going to need time to drain, if you know what I mean. So I should have time then too. This is not very well thought out. The pigs got into the barn this morning and completely changed my plans, and I was a little bit unmotivated to get up and do this. But then Dinner flogged me on my way out of the barn, and I remember I gained the motivation real quick, but I was not prepared. So here we are, you know. So let's go see if we can catch a rooster. It's funny, the chickens have free access to feed inside their chicken house at all times with this trash can. But if I come down here, they think I'm going to feed them something different, something better. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to grab some feed and bring it out here, and they're going to eat it off of the ground because somehow that's better because they're chickens. Where's Dinner? I see Whitey, I see Snowy, I see Sheldon. Does that every time she lays an egg, and she just came out, so she is letting everybody know that she has now laid an egg. Didn't you, Red? Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Your rent is paid in full. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Wow. This is the egg she just laid. I mean, it's a good egg. It's a pretty egg. I mean, it's nice. It's clean. It's good size, you know. I just don't know that it's worth all of that, you know. Okay, y'all, I have actually locked myself in a barn with the rooster. And yes, I'm aware that this barn is a mess. It was a mess before the pigs got in here. I will admit that also. But it is a really big mess now that the pigs got in here. This is so dangerous. Okay, let's wipe my feet a little bit. That feet is wet. I hope he tries to attack me again, so I can wrangle his neck. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, you're nervous now. Okay. Dinner will no longer be flogging me. If I can get out of this barn alive. Okay, I can already tell you I much prefer butchering rabbits. This is not cool. These feathers are ridiculous already. So now it's time to get a pot of water boiling. Well, not boiling, but about 140 degrees. So we can dunk him and then pluck him. This should be interesting. This is your first time watching us. You may not know that we live completely off grid. By that, we're not connected to any public utilities, although we do get propane delivered from time to time, about once or twice a year. So I don't have a place to necessarily do this other than my tiny home kitchen, which I do not want to use. So I have plans that there will be an outdoor kitchen about where we're standing now, to be honest. So I figured no better time than to try out the propane stove that I had purchased for this reason. So we're not going to need both burners, but we'll set those up there and should probably pull the plastic off. Are probably wondering why I just didn't get one of those outdoor like stand-up stoves, and that's a fair question. When I got this, it was like a Black Friday sale or something, and I didn't know where I was going to use it for sure, so I just got the countertop version so that I could use it anywhere, essentially. Yeah, I think there might be an igniter in there somewhere. I need to find the battery. But anyway, it's lit now, which means I need to get water in this pot and hope that luckily we don't have a lot of wind today, so we sort of kind of have water down here at the barn. I mean, we do have water down here at the barn. It's just that we have a solar generator that powers the, wow, uphill heat. And we have a solar generator that powers a pump, and then we collect water into IBC totes down here at the barn. So there's water, but it's not like plumbed water. So really, this next part's going to be pretty boring. I'm just going to fill the pot with water and wait for it to come up to 140 degrees so that we can dunk the rooster. Side note, I am fully aware that I did not follow any proper protocols for ensuring that that meat is not bruised, is easier to pluck, is all the things. I have done some research, quite a bit actually, but it never fails. That's the thing. You watch all these tutorials on how to do stuff, and then you're put in a situation that doesn't work with any of that stuff, especially when you're a newbie. And that's what I'm trying to show on our social media platform, is that sometimes you just got to roll with the punches and figure it out. It's good to do the research so you kind of have an idea of what to expect, But just know that you're probably going to have to come up with something way different than what everybody tells you should do. The water had got up to like 180, so I needed to cool it off. It is right now at 158, which should be perfect. It needs to be somewhere between 140 and 160. So we are going to give this a go. I feel like he has been in there way too long in the cone. So rigor mortis has already started setting in. This is going to make things more difficult. But we're going to see what we can accomplish here. I know you guys can't see this other pot. I have a pot of cold water. It's just a much smaller pot that I was dunking my hands in to clean them off. So now that I've about got it done, I need both hands. And I would reach up and repoint the camera, but hands are gross. All right, well, I hope you can kind of see just about got it whipped here. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn the faucet on and give him a final rinse, and then see if we can't get some guts out. All right, so here we are. And I will say I'm fighting an uphill battle here all day. If you haven't noticed, the sun's been moving. And I am trying desperately to get this done before this sun comes over the other side of this barn. So I'm just going to finish up. I got a fresh pail of water over here to hopefully help out with this. I'm just trying to keep this as clean as possible so I'm not dealing with it in the meat. It's not a quick and easy process. I'd already been done with the rabbit by now. All right, that looks pretty good. First step, they say, is to cut off these feet. Easier said than done. Atlanta. Right at the knee, they said. All right. 1. 2. I chose the bottom of a dog tray. It's got some water in it on purpose so there would be an automatic rinsing agent going at all times. So next thing we're supposed to do here is find the crop, which I don't know what I'm doing. So we're digging around is what we're doing, and separating the skin from the neck so that I can try to find the crop. There's the esophagus and the windpipe. And this is what I mean by doing just enough research. Like, I don't really know what I'm looking at. I've never done this before. But if you do just enough research, at least when you're digging in, you can kind of know what you're looking for. And then when you see it, you're like, oh, that's that thing they were talking about. When I butchered my first rabbit, I thought I did a pretty good job. And I had zero clue what I was doing, just like right now. You just have to be brave enough to try it. And y'all been watching my channel or this page, I'm the bravest, scaredest person you know. Because I'll try anything, but I might scream and buck at it. Might even get a little bit nauseous. I don't know yet. But all right, I'm just making a cut here because I can see that there's a membrane that's going to be between me and getting to the crop. because right now I'm just de-skinning. I can see the crop. I mean, okay, so one gal said it's easier if you don't feed them before you butcher. That way there's nothing in their crop. And another gal said, hey, it's easier to find the crop because you'll know when you get there because it's full of food, or at least has something in it. And I can tell you, I now know I found the crop because Dinner was in there eating all that chicken food in the barn. So this is definitely it. I can see it. So what the crop is, if you don't know, it's like the chicken's first stomach. So it's where they keep all their food and like pre-digest it before it goes down to their second stomach. So the last thing I want to do is puncture this. I want to get it out and away from my meat as cleanly as possible. So there are people that are probably just sitting back watching this going, just rip it out of there. Well, maybe you can do that. That's quite possible. But I'm going to be very careful because I don't know what I'm doing. And if I end up with a skinned chicken, I'm okay with that. I'm not a big, huge fan of chicken skin anyway. All right, so what I'm going to do here is try cut through some of this skin to detach it from around the crop and see if I can use the skin as a method to pull it off. Again, don't know what I'm doing. If you're wondering why I'm making a YouTube video when I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I want others to know that you can try things, you can do things, even when you don't know what you're doing. I hear all the time, I don't know how you knew how to do all that. Because I don't. I don't know how to do any of it. That's the thing. We're making it up as we go around here almost every day. And that's okay. That's perfectly okay. All right. We're getting somewhere here. I don't really want to squeeze that. I just want to separate it. All right, so I can cut the esophagus and the windpipe. There's nothing in there that's going to hurt anything. And then I'll just pull the rest of it out later. And then I can cut the neck. So I just I just don't want to worry about cutting the neck if I've still got the crop attached. So I want to try to get that away from here if I can. I've got it pretty much gone. Just going to finish getting her out of here. Okay, that's pretty close. So now I need to get this neck out of here. Easier said than done. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, scissors. Yep, that's the answer right there. Put some of those tendons and that meat away. And then hopefully it'll make this easier to break out of there. I also grabbed some dikes in case we needed them. And it looks like we're going to need them. Okay. Ta-da. Put that over there too. All right. Starting to look more like chicken. I should have brought the scale so I could have weighed. If I was guessing, it's like 5 pounds. Maybe, well, maybe not. Maybe like, hang on. Like, I'm thinking gallon of milk, right? Like, gallon of milk's 8 pounds. Nah, it's probably 3 or 4 pounds, I would guess. All right. There's the breastbone entry point. Okay, this way, breastbone. Yeah, it's gonna be so much better. There we go. There's all the gross stuff. That's what we want. All the gross stuff. All right, now what you want to do is start reaching in here and start removing everything from the inner wall. It's easier said than done on a barely small chicken. And I even have little hands, y'all. Lungs. All right, liver. All right. I can't get my hand in there, so we're going to have to cut the V that they talked about early, because the only way I'm going to be able to get in there. All right, I see the gallbladder, so that's a good sign to me, because that means I have not punctured it. I see it, it's whole. We're doing good. All right. Intestines are whole. The only thing I didn't get out whole was the lungs, and that's okay. That's fine. I'm okay with that. All right, now we've got that. I don't know how to separate the bottom of this. I'd just like to take this whole hind end off, is what I'd like to do. Now, none of the videos I watched said I should do that necessarily. That's what I'm going to do. That's the yuckies. All right. Oh, I shouldn't have cut that. Should not have cut that. That's okay. It's still savable. I just got to get this hind end off of here. Ugh. How do I get it off? That's bone. So what I've cut through is basically the vent tube. And I have it in my hand so that nothing can get on the meat. So we're okay right now. All right. Progress. This is not the best knife to be doing this. Cutting the skin so that there's nothing attached. Okay. This right here is what I was not supposed to let touch the meat, but I didn't. So we're good. So you can see all the way through the chicken. Here. Nothing stinks, nothing smells. So it is now ready for however I choose to cook it. Although I will probably just stick it in the refrigerator for a while after I clean it really good in my sink. Now I'll take it into the house. I just didn't want to take all this other stuff into the house. So this is good enough to take in the house and finish up. And I won't be showing that. It's going to be a long enough video as it is. But there it is, y'all. You don't have to be afraid to jump in and try something you haven't tried before. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for spending some time watching our videos. My husband, Zach.
Hey, everybody.
We'll see y'all next time. Remember, it's never a dull day at the ranch.